Hello, my favorite YouTubers. How are you today? It's the Nerd King, and today I should be talking about a possible what-if theory. What if the Green Ranger from Mighty Morphin is related to Star Wars' biggest villain, Darth Vader? Two icons of evil from two very popular franchises linked together. Oh, okay, everyone. I won't lie. This what if is very sketchy, and again, it's not real. It's just a theory. However, I just like these things where you kind of have this imagination of what if this character is related to that character. The reason why is because I watched another YouTube video made by the Bat Productions. Awesome guy, makes one of Game of Thrones videos. He did a video about how Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer, could be related to Anakin Skywalker. So I want to do my own, except this time it's Darth Vader related to the Green Ranger, or Anakin Skywalker related to Green Ranger. Anyway, back to what I'm going to talking about. In this video, we'll be seeing how examples and possible similarities between these two characters that could link them up. Okay, how these two could be related. For starters, the Green Ranger wouldn't be Darth Vader's father. He would be his ancestor given the time distance. But some people may find this confusing since when looking at since Power Rangers functions on real life Earth or something since they have their own made-up planets, and while Star Wars follows its own universe, like different made-up planets like Tatooine, Hoth, and number of made-up planets. So these have two different universes with two different solar systems. Here's what I believe. I believe there was a second Big Bang, like at one point the planet Earth became so bad that all the universe started disappearing. Stars, planets, the planets becoming wastelands, all of it just turned to ash. And there's only a few group of humans who have built a secret spaceship to survive this second Big Bang and make it to the Star Wars universe. There, they would repopulate their species along with completely new species that would be developed in each of these planets. Hence why there's such a powerful, robotic, futuristic look to each of these worlds. Because the humans already had the knowledge, but they decided to let the history of the original solar system, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, all of that die off and just adapt to this universe. One of these humans could have been Tommy, the Green Ranger's descendant, Tommy's descendant. There she would meet up with someone and repopulate with her family, and they would have changed their names from Oliver to Skywalker. It happens a lot where even though they have different names, there is a blood relation. Remember, in marriage, you can change your names. So there is a possibility. Secondly, so that's a possible way how they could be related, that Tommy's descendant survived their second Big Bang and married with someone else to give birth to the Skywalker clan, exchanging the names. The second similarity is archetypes. Okay, in Power Rangers, Tommy is a flat-out legend. 5, if not 6, Ranger incarnations. And he's an absolute legend. He's been on 4 teams. He's been green, white, red twice, and black. He's has such an achievement record. He's been onto the moon. He's been through time. He's just had such an active life as a Power Ranger. He's been through so many teams, mentoring teams, being a leader of the teams, and also being an extra Ranger. He's had such a large arsenal of swords. He's an absolute hero in the Power Rangers. Even Megaforce had to acknowledge he was one of the legendary Power Rangers, and he is a legend. Anakin Skywalker, aka Darth Vader, during his time in the Clone Wars, was a superhero. I mean, he was a the Captain America in the Clone Wars, the Chancellor and also Darth Sidious really made a lot of propaganda for Anakin to be in the spotlight. So for everyone in the Republic, he was Captain America, similar to Tommy. But here's where we get to the key thing. Darth Vader is a villain. Like, he's an absolute icon of evil. He's killed people, he's blown up planets, he's a proper dictator. And the Green Ranger, while he has a wonderful record, remember how he started. He was an evil ranger, and he was very, very destructive himself, just destroying bridges, cities. He was unstoppable. He even almost came close to killing Sordon. Even though there have been evil rangers that have come after him, an introduction of an evil ranger and seeing how deadly he is reminded us that these powers the rangers have should really be used for good. So these two have another thing in common. They've both been on the side of light, and both have powers of the good side. However, when they use these said powers for evil, bad things do happen. Terrible things will happen, causing everyone they know to die, and can cause very devastating results. Okay, the second similarity. And this is a bit of a cheat since this is a different character. Well, sort of different character. In another universe where Tommy decided to stay as the evil ranger, like he didn't go back to good, he decided to stay as evil, he would later go on to kill Jason and Billy, take on the White Ranger powers, and become Lord Drakon. There he would establish a Power Ranger empire, using the other coins to make a Power Ranger military, even some powers from Zero and Samurai, as Shattered Grid would show. Here, Lord Drakon is a Darth Vader. He's ruthless, he's cold, he's exactly like it's a good thing Tommy went to the good side. And he's exactly doing what Darth Vader does, as they both have reached a level of tyrannical rule. They're next to impossible to stop and have created a resistance against themselves. Okay, so that's another similarity. Third, they've both seen the dark side. When Tommy became back to the light side, you could still see there was this type of anxiety inside of him, an unsurety of what had happened. And even though he was fully dedicated to good, you could still see some scars from his time as an evil ranger, like in Dino Thunder when he even defended their team's evil ranger. He understands what the darkness was, and how it easily could have turned him into an evil person. Darth Vader also, unfortunately, would understand this personality during the end of his life in Episode 6, Return of the Jedi, when he's on his deathbed and telling Luke how he was sorry and telling him to look after his sister. They both have a perfect understanding of how destructive one's inner demons can be, and how easily you should never be manipulated by people, because Darth Vader was manipulated by Palpatine, Tommy was manipulated by Rita, and that therefore had made them into really, really destructive people. And it wasn't until they broke the chains of this destruction did they understand how much of a consequence their actions had for everyone, and how many lives could have died because of them. Well, in Vader Cage did die. So we have a couple of scenarios. A possible blood relation. Both have been champions of good people and developed their own personal legacies. Both been destructive when evil, and both have an understanding of the dark side. For these reasons, I think that they could be related and could have these and because of these similarities, give them a very good chance of relation. And if you do comment saying why they shouldn't be, let me just say this. Tommy Oliver, the Green Ranger, the White Ranger, one of the most popular Power Rangers, would be related to so much key characters in Star Wars. Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker, Leia, Kylo Ren. Oh, it would be so cool. Like, imagine it. Luke Skywalker related to a Power Ranger. Leia related to a Power Ranger. It would be so cool. Anyway, these are just my personal opinions and theories. If you have your own, leave a comment below, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Peace out.